I'll wait till it says we're live. Okay, yo, David Trigger, welcome to the stream. We are live, and it's saying we're streaming podcast, but we are live on the Twitch, and that's the one that's most important because that's
we're an hour late.
So yes, we are late.
The air was so bright, and I was like, blah, I'm not getting out of this coffin today. And Chaos was like, no, you have to do the thing, and I was like, oh bloody right.
Oh bother! Oh bother! Oh bother! Buttocks.
No,
buttocks.
I'm not Winnie the Pooh. Are you freaking kidding me here?
Buttocks. Then you would say buttocks. Oh buttocks.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Okay.
Hello, Ava and KS. Yo, Street Based, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you guys are showing up for the afternoon streams. We tried to bring the constant here now, so the more you guys show up, I notice when I go to them streams, it's very dependent on the very much regulars. So we appreciate the regulars because when you get guys like you, and then more guys like you, and then more guys like you, then more guys like you, then you have regulars all the time.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
All right, let's ping everybody.
Stop looking like you're trying to sniff me. That's weird.
Maybe I am sniffing you.
Yoshida? Like, okay.
We don't have a lot of vampires in hell, okay?
Don't make me bring the mace out, alright?
Do you both have a drink next to each other? No. It just seems like that. We actually should have, we'll have to do that.
I have my water. Where's my water? My water is not here.
Oh, your water.
I doesn't get it. Oh shit. I mean, my blood. Yeah.
Yeah, blood. Yes, blood.
Blood.
You don't have your blood.
Blood.
Wait, that was blood? You made me drink. Blood.
You're the one who is sniffing.
I was sniffing, yes. Well, look at me. I'm a freaking abomination. Of course I'm going to have different things and stuff.
Oh, excuses.
Abomination. You're lucky I just don't sit there and
make excuses for your weird smell fetish.
Is that a fetish? I don't know. Is it smelling people?
It actually is.
Really?
Really? Yes, I once read a manga where the little girl got a handkerchief from the man she was the boy she was crushing on.
Uh-huh.
And her friends were like, Amu has a smell fetish because she said the handkerchief smelled nice. Actually, Shigokara. I thought it was very funny.
It's bloody water.
Yes.
All right.
It's a magical girl show. A lot of younger girls grew up watching it. So. Okay. Let me look into my folder and see what show we can talk about.
Uh-huh.
I've got one on my mind. I don't know if you watched it, but let me see. Right. Okay. I have to yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it in the items folder, so give me 1 minute to get it out.
I will ping everybody with the schedule and then, say we are live.
You didn't even ping anyone yet. Are you kidding me?
Nope, that's David. You got to always test. Okay, again, I try studying.
Yeah, David Trigger normally does it too.
Yeah, you have to test. See, obviously, David Trigger and Street Beast are sitting there having their notifications on for when we go live on Twitch. That's how it's supposed to be done. And then you ping. It's technically a bot does it shortly after, but those bots don't work anymore. They not free no more or something. I gotta look into what's there. Free.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
We're not nearly finished talking about Toonami, so let's
nearly not.
Toonami. What's the?
And
why are there so many mustaches in the items folder? What's the obsession with the mustache? I don't understand.
Does that mean incognito?
Random. It's just random internet things.
Yo, Rooster Switch, welcome to the stream. I don't ever see a Rooster Switch. Street Beast is here again.
So take me
Shogun
back
Wu
in
is here again. You know,
Yeah.
I can see all. So when you slip in, you might as well talk because Divanyaa sees all. These eyes, they see everything. And there's TikTok chat. Okay, I did not see the YouTube chat yet
Oh,
though.
what the bloody hell? Oh, wait. Okay.
The TikTok is connected, but not the YouTube.
Oh, that's...
I get to see the thousands of TikTok people that scroll in and don't say a darn word because they just scroll past us. They just go. Phew.
Yeah, TikTok ruins brains. So
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
They had us under a shadow ban for a little while. Our video views normally are like, in the 500 to 1,000s at least. They only had us at a couple. And they're like, oh, it's because of an update. We changed over to Oracle and stuff. Like, I don't care. You guys are stupid.
Copy. Okay. Okay. Ah, very good. Okay. That'll make it easier. Put that in.
I can't believe Rika didn't come on. I asked her and she's like, no, have Ava do it. I'm like, geez, you're such a lazy daughter. This is supposed to be your franchise. You just throw it on all your friends and stuff.
Rika.
Yes.
Rika.
But she said you were just sitting in the corner anyway, saying you have no purpose right now. And I was just like, okay, fine. You could come on over.
She probably wanted to sleep. Although I don't know. Can Rika control the weather?
She can, but she chooses not to because she just likes seeing the normalcy of it. She tries, even though she technically rules the world, she kind of just lets it be, per se. Because once you interfere in it all the time, then, everybody expects you to always fix everything, kind of thing, Rika is very much a realist when it comes to world-changing things. She kind of just lets things be.
You know what really grinds my gears besides like everything? There are no vampires in this series, even though it's so supernatural. What's up with that?
What, Chaotic Elven?
No.
What? You're a vampire.
Here.
Oh, you're about to share it as an item.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this one here. It's all demons and ghosts. There are no vampires in Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's Yu Yu Hakusho back there? Where? I was trying to see.
I'm sharing it.
I see nothing.
Well, that's your problem.
Now, there it is. There it is.
Wow. That's very delayed.
Delay of game on the offense. I'll take it here.
Delayed. There you go. Now, can you make it smaller?
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, there are no vampires in this show.
Yeah, why no vampires? She has the pocket delivery. Why no?
There's a severe lack of vampires in supernatural anime.
By the way, you're cut off.
There's a lot of vampire anime.
Move your butt over. Move your butt over. Right. You are cut off towards the stream. I'm gonna get rid of the multi-stream chat per se because it is a podcast.
Is that better?
Yes, you are in the screen again.
Good. Yeah.
Because there is two people on the screen, so I can see the chat. That's fine. This is technically a podcast, and there's two people on the screen. I do not want a chat taking up one of the talent's faces. Okay.
That's valid. That's valid. So, flashback to 2000, and you're watching Toonami, and they air this new show. And within the first 5 seconds, they go, believe it or not, the main character is dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have my attention now. What do you mean he's dead? He's the main character. And I was like, it just grabs you right away. You're like, what is going on?
No, they were very good with their promos, man.
They knew how to hook you in. Yes.
A promo is everything, and I will be going towards the promos very soon. Our models are almost done, so I will be going heavily into promos soon, taking clips from the thing. So please, as always, just be funny as you want during the streams, because that's more clip stuff for us, where I can just clip it, put it online, and those do that well again on the platforms. I don't have to do the AI videos all the time. I'd rather just clip us and have that on there.
Right. Now, Yu Yu Hakusho had a movie that was released before it came to Toonami, And I remember
Oh.
renting that movie when I was visiting my cousins in Florida.
Mhm.
And like I just randomly picked it up. I was like, I want to rent anime. Oh, this looks good. So I randomly picked it up and I watched it. I don't remember a damn thing about it. But it seems like the public opinion of it, the majority was it's not good. It's just a filler jump movie, and
Aw.
the dubbing is completely different, so it
Uh-huh.
it really threw people off. Um, but that was weird. I wonder if other people saw the movie before they saw it on Toonami. I would think so. I would think that would be a main occurrence because it was Blockbuster and
Yeah.
they all the blockbusters pretty much carried the same shit. uh, sex and violence and shonen anime that are popular. It's like
Uh-huh.
Evangelion, Tenchi Muyo, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yep, that was the thing.
Did,
That was
did
the
you see
thing.
it before the show came on
Yeah, yeah,
TV?
yeah. Yeah, like I said, I kind of always cheated it. It's like Toonami was like, oh, they know how
Alright.
to pick the anime, and then after that, I would get the whole anime. Like it would usually, because most of the time the series was already done airing. They had
Sure.
some simulcast, but for the most part, it was already done airing, and then they would kind of, yeah, we could
Mm.
kind of have ourselves. Oh, don't! It's
Stop.
prioritizing the item.
You're making the picture block my face.
It's
Stop
supposed
that.
to move me instead of the thing. I know. Put yourself in front though.
Stop it.
It's the item. The item
You
is now
had one
locked.
job. You had one job.
The- yeah, I go smaller, so that'll work.
Should I go smaller too? All right.
They're fine like that. There you go. Makes more.
Okay,
It
good.
looks more uniform anyway.
Sure. Um,
And then
yes,
you'll have to toss it out because I can't grab it for some reason.
wonderful. Okay. Um, like this was sort of more appealing to me than Dragon Ball Z because the fights didn't take nearly as long. And
Yeah.
I thought Yusuke was a bit more interesting than Boy Scout Goku. No offense to
Boy
Goku
Scout
fans.
Goku. Well,
Boy
don't forget
Scout
the English
Goku.
dub Goku is a Boy Scout. The Japanese Goku is kind of just naive and, silly
Yeah,
and.
right. But I loved Yusuke being a delinquent because I believe that would have been my first delinquent main character in an anime that I ever watched.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm quite sure that's the case.
Oh.
But I hadn't seen that many before this one. Like it was Sailor Moon, obviously, in
Yeah.
Gundam Wing, which we'll talk about later. But
Yes.
I liked Yusuke's attitude. I liked his bad boy attitude. I liked how he was. He kind of goes from a selfish little punk to a caring man, as
Yes.
the show
Yes.
goes. It's a very good character study. And the
Cat throwing.
the
Yeah.
whole funeral scenes, they're quite touching, and you see how it affects him. Like, oh, people do care about me. Maybe I shouldn't stay dead. Uh, um, it's quite emotional. It's very effective when you're watching it.
Street Beast said, Chaos, can you add a cat throwing yell? I do not know what that is, Street Beast. Please show me an example.
Maybe he wants to throw cats at you.
Maybe.
Maybe he wants that to be a feature.
Yeah. I gotta get the thing. It seems like it's called like a stream something. It's something that I have to buy for each of you. It's to have chat. I don't know. Maybe I could do it as an overlay or something to where I just have to buy it. But basically, it's always having chat on screen, and they're like these little things, and you can say and you can actually eat them and things like that. They're like just little things that crawl across the screen. It has the people's name on it.
Yeah.
I have to look into it. I messaged VTuber that was featuring it the other day because it's kind of like Cat Attack. I don't know what that is, Street Beast. Show me in the Discord. But continue.
Yeah, so when you first watched it, were you watching it subtitles or were you watching it dubbed?
I watched it dubbed first couple of
Right.
episodes, and I'm like,
The
oh, I
dub's
like
so
this.
good. It
Yeah,
is
yeah, the
one of
dub is
the
good.
most beloved dubs among, like, even a hardcore sub-only otaku will admit that this is a great dub.
Yeah, but once I probably not even before they were done with the tournament arc, I got the whole thing through a fan, again through the fan exchange
Fan
thing
sub?
with the VHS, yeah, fan subbed,
Yeah, fan sub.
and it was a really kind of okay quality, not great, but I was just like
Probably
whatever.
VHS, yes.
Yes, VHS, of course, and then I
Yes.
just watched the whole series that way. And sadly, I did not watch the dub pass. I was just like, well, I've seen the whole thing. I'm good. I didn't watch the
Oh, I
dub version
see.
after that.
Yeah. I kind of
It took them
like
so
how
long to get to where I ended it, like getting to the end of the series. It took them a very long time because they just would go into reruns after that. They would kind of put
oh,
some new
yeah.
episodes, then back into reruns again.
Yeah, I don't remember the stopping point for them the first time.
They always kind of like ended before the tournament was over. They would the
Oh,
tournament
right.
finished, then they would start over again, and they would do a couple more episodes, and they go back again. That was the thing. They would always get a couple of, because dubbing for them took, I guess, a lot longer during that time or something. So they always would do that.
Yeah, I'm sure. But going back to the dub, I liked how the dub actors, Justin Cook especially, who voices Yusuke, he kind of gives him a bit more personality.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. He would throw extra lines in there that you're like, oh, well, that's cute. Like, one of them was, what was it? There's a point where Yusuke thinks that he can't come back to life, and Justin Cook throws a line in there like, just when it was getting good. So I don't know. I think that's a really good line. And it shows that he's quite sad actually that he can't come back, but
yeah,
and he can. So it's all right. But that's one example of, I think the dub actually does outdo the sub in some factors.
Yep.
The female characters are much cuter in the sub because they always are. Like,
yeah.
But
Yo, Bao, welcome to the stream.
There's when he first meets Botan, and he yells at her, and he's like, "What do you mean, the Grim Reaper? You're supposed to carry a scythe and look like a skeleton." That's not in the subtitle version. They're like, trying to make the Grim Reaper and the image that Americans think the Grim Reaper is, but Japan's version is completely different.
Yeah.
So. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait.
What?
This is my first Shinigami anime. Oh my goodness, I just realized that.
Is it? You sure?
Yes. Because, let me see. Yes, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is a 90s show.
Yeah.
So, I cannot think of more 90s shows that have a Grim Reaper as one of the main characters.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, because then Bleach did that, but that was several years later.
Bleach was 2005. I think.
2004, 2005, something like that.
Sagashite was 2002.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we will talk about that. Let me see. Like Hellgirl, she's a Shinigami, and then there was what was the other one? The girl's a Shinigami. Ballad of a Shinigami. Yes, that's much later. So I'm trying to.
If a delivery comes real quick, by the way, you just carry on. I'll have to run and get it outside because with the snow and stuff,
Right.
It's a case of polar water and Doritos for baby boy.
Do you have what was your first impression of Yu Yu Hakusho? Can you remember?
Oh, I thought it was definitely basically what popped in my head right away was a Dragon Ball Z with ghosts. That just popped in my head right away. And
That's rather accurate.
Yeah.
That is
That's just
rather
like, oh, this
accurate.
is like Dragon. It's cool. It's so Dragon Ball Z. I like the main character.
With the
Only thing I
powers.
thought Botan was going to become more of a like a eventually like she had to get her own fights and everything, but she always kind of just stayed in the background kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, the female characters are kind of off to the side, which people
Because
might
even back then, I
have a
always would
problem
like,
with that today.
yeah,
But it's, not everything has to be about you. So it's
yeah.
like, it's like the Ghostbusters, and like I could have a good time watching Ghostbusters. I don't need a lady to join with the Ghostbusters with my kids. They're all people. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what are they gonna do any differently? Like, oh, I'm going to use like this. I'm going to use my high-heeled shoes to throw at the ghost, like, what?
Yeah.
But
Me, guys always okay nowadays, especially, but I always just look forward to a female pro tag in the group, though. Guys like that per se, it's a good mix sometimes.
Yeah, that they're like, what is this? A big sausage?
But do not do replacements, though. That's never good. It has to be established. Don't have like exact. It's like, oh, it's the Ghostbusters, but kill off Egon and then throw a girl in there. Don't do that.
Did you? I wasn't going to like bring it up that much because I haven't even seen the whole thing. Did you ever watch Flame of Recca?
Yes, but do not remember much of it. I had
a girl on the team who was a fighter.
Yes.
That was like one of the first.
That's why I got it, and it didn't grab me though. I had it on VHS, but for some reason I never finished it. It was only like 13 episodes too, right? Or is it longer?
Oh no, it's much longer.
Maybe that's why I didn't finish it. It didn't grab me though. I don't know why. But I had it on VHS the whole series.
Better.
Yeah.
I think Flame of Recca suffers from that thing that we talked about with 90s shows that had cheaper budgets, where the art constantly changed and the animation would get really bad from episode to episode. So it's very distracting and it's quite a turn off.
Maybe.
I actually do have it on. It's either on Blu-ray or DVD somewhere. And I remember like watching it again, and it's like, yeah, I'm not as entertained by it as I used to be, but yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up about having a female fighter on the team.
I think they're about 10 years away.
The first one. I don't know.
I think we're about 10 years away just because it would be like kind of like a real odd thing to do, but they've tried doing it in the past and people didn't like it. But they tried AI upscaling before. Literally, Dragon Ball was the first to do it, and people just didn't like it. It didn't look right.
Right.
It kind of squished. Well, no, they said it was AI at the time, but AI wasn't even like a thing to be mad about at the time because it was just like kind of a very analog program that took out the imperfections from the film and stuff and made the color more poppy and stuff like that. But people just didn't like it. They were like, "Oh, make the 4:3. We don't want the 16:9." But the funny thing is when you watch the 16:9. Later on from certain things like on Crunchyroll and stuff looks fine. So it's very weird,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't like AI, like hard with computers. It was computers, but it wasn't very strong with like, it didn't have intelligence per se. I think it was mostly a human manually doing it all,
Yeah.
So, but I think eventually, like I said, I'm going to give it 10 years because they're just so busy doing it with smart learning and stuff. But right now and doing other shit, but I think that eventually they'll feed anime into it, and they'll kind of like have a super remaster of it where it reanimates the whole thing and makes it more like they'll throw it in an old anime and just kind of like it spews out super HD anime version of it or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always get into an argument with one of my friends over the characters in this show. He says that Keiko is completely unnecessary, and I was like, Keiko's the main reason Yusuke even decides to come back. You think he came back to Kuwabara? No, he didn't.
No, yeah,
He
no.
thought that would be the best way.
All about
But
that
I was
girl.
like, no.
All about that girl. All about that girl. Without the girl, he's just like, I want to stay dead. I'm just going to learn stuff in here and I'll be fine. But he didn't even have parents, right? If I remember right. He didn't have parents.
Yeah, Yusuke has a mom.
Yeah.
We don't really know what happened to his dad.
Yeah. They really focus on the parents too much.
No, I mean, they never do. They're just not very important. But in this series, they're a bit more important. At least the mum's a bit more important. All bad boys love their mummies. So Yu Yu Hakusho was no exception. It's the whole reason Yusuke even bonded with Kurama. Because Kurama was like, he had his adopted mum, and he loved his mum, and Yusuke loved his mum, and they became friends over that, basically. But yeah, and he's like, well, Keiko doesn't have anything to do after Yusuke comes back, and I'm like, I mean, sure, but the story goes in a different direction. It's not like she can get powers and fight alongside it. You know, it's dangerous for her.
Well, Kuwabara just randomly gets powers from just being around you. They kind of, if you think about it,
that's true. But
if you think about it, Bleach kind of ripped off Yu Yu Hakusho in that form, like the whole thing. Just like
I'm sure Bleach was inspired by Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
When I first saw Bleach, I was like, "This is Rurouni Kenshin meets Yu Yu Hakusho."
Yeah. But I mean, they did the same thing, and then he kind of like what do they call that? I haven't said that word in a while. When they retcon, they retconned it and said that because first they said, okay, Ichigo is so strong that his power leaks out of him. And that just gives humans normal, gives them powers, It gave Orihime powers, and it gave, and it gave Chad his powers,
I think a little bit more to it was Kuwabara.
But they said that's how Kuwabara got his powers from Yusuke.
They had very strong spiritual sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. So it couldn't just be any ordinary person. It had to be someone with very strong sixth sense.
Yes. Plus, he got trained after that. He got trained and
it was like, I feel like somebody's watching me, and they talk about how afraid a ghost he is. So that was part of it, to be fair. But in my opinion, I think Togashi just doesn't have much confidence to write a female character who fights, and well, at least not until he gets to Hunter x Hunter, because there is one there, but she doesn't show up right away. So
the same kind of role though, the teacher role in both, right? Because is it like that the lolly girl that turns into a muscle man?
That far. I don't know what she does.
I'm pretty sure she ends up training them too, but she's a lolly and then she turns into a big muscular lolly. That's like,
someone get the bloody phone. But yes.
My Discord is pinging.
Your Discord is pinging.
You could hear that though? You could hear the Discord going off?
I was talking about my phone.
Oh.
Did you not hear it?
No, I did not hear it.
Oh, good.
Well, I would hope your mic does that. It's supposed to have at least some noise cancellation in it.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Good to hear that. Yeah.
But well, we get that headset for you. I found a couple ones that are basically used for people that use have talking jobs. It's literally you would just hook it up and it goes on your head and it's got a little mic on the side and stuff like that. And it's basically like it looks like one of those old kind of headphones from back in the day. Yeah.
Now you'll have to be more specific. I do not remember the evolution of headphones.
You do not remember the headphones that used to have the fuzzy ends at the end of them, and they had the metal thing on top of it. It's much better now, but I mean, that's kind of how it's shaped.
Maybe. No, I don't know. I just know we went from headphones to earbuds to wireless earbuds.
Yes.
It's about
I've been waiting to see if they pop up on Vine at all, but Vine's been a little dry lately. I had to just literally get some watch band things because it's been like 3 or 4 days since I could order anything, and if you don't use it, you lose it, kind for buying, So I don't order something because that's what it is. You get it for free and you have to review it. It's an Amazon's program.
Right.
Got so much crap in this house.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, it's a part of getting new stuff. And that's how I got my PC set up, because you got all this stuff in it, and you have to pay for it.
Of like taking things you don't want to the Goodwill, maybe?
No, I will sell it. Worst case, you're not giving it away. I will sell it or do giveaways.
Are you selling them on eBay, or are you just like letting them?
No, maybe I'm going to do a garage sale in the spring and start selling this stuff or whatever. I can literally open a store at this point. I have so many Switch 2 cases. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I could open my own anime library if I wanted to. The thing is, I don't trust people.
Yeah. If it wasn't so expensive to open a store, I would just open a store, but it's not like, and just have all this inventory stuff and keep just ordering stuff on that, keep paying my inventory through that kind of thing. But it's expensive making a lease and stuff.
I didn't want my manga returned to me like half covered in coffee, Like, I would get very angry about that.
But yeah.
And it'd be like, I know where you lived. Yeah.
We do need those kind of like mom and pop things. I mean, I know stores still have it, and they're like that store we went to, that comic book store. They're fucking grandfathered in with some kind of rent. They for that area especially, they could not be paying. They would not be able to afford if they're paying like $6,000 or $7,000 a month. No fucking way would they be able to afford that. They have like 3 or 4 floors of literally inventory. I'm like, I've never seen a store like this before.
Right. It was just amazing. It was like mind-blowing, and you're like, I can't even shop here because
we're gonna have to like literally spend like probably at least 3 or 4 hours in there just
spend an entire day there.
Yeah, like just looking through stuff.
I mean, when it comes to manga and anime, they didn't have all that much.
No. It was a lot of comic book stuff.
American comic fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which sadly for them, it is not a good time for that. That kind of ran its course for the most part.
I just saw like a tweet about it where, I don't know, one of the big names in comic books mentioned that manga was really, really outdoing American comics.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
And people were listing why, and of course some were listing very stupid reasons, but the man seemed to understand that one of the main reasons is that manga can be about anything.
Yes.
And American comic books just focus on superheroes, so people just get quiet of that.
Yeah, superheroes, and they have to stay in their verse. I understand the universes. A lot of crazy characters are in those universes, world-bending things around Rika's level, if not worse. But it's just a matter of their characters are very, very tied to an archetype that is boring for most people. That's why so many people still like Deadpool, and Deadpool still makes out of all of it.
Deadpool will always be entertaining. Yes.
Wolverine just handles this test of time too, just because he gets kind of carried over with X-Men and stuff like that. They need to, if they want to, they just need to kind of. They've tried, but it hasn't been successful. But I just think that they were ahead of their times, where they did X-Men Evolution and stuff like that.
Right. Someone mentioned like the most success they've had diverting from superhero comics was with horror comics, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, the Walking Dead is very, I don't know if it's still going, but it's quite popular.
Yeah.
Like that might be the only one that strayed from the formula that's popular. So. Okay.
Yeah, niece was messaging me.
Anyway.
Yes.
Back to the show. Would you say Yusuke is your favorite character?
Out of that, yes, I would say so. Yes. Yusuke is,
right.
Male lead. It just has a very strong role. Plus, he has hair like mine, so it's like, I like it.
Yeah, he popularized the whole
stick back look.
like the punk Yankees style hairstyle that you always see Yankees in anime have. Like the Yankee is what they refer to as a delinquent
Yes.
in anime. Um,
But there's a
it's
reason
more.
why, chat, that I had black as the top type for Divanyaa. Then I used to switch two colors for the hair thing after that because I have black hair too, black and brownish hair.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't remember. 'Cause I haven't seen a lot of the subtitle version. If they ever gave an explanation for why Yusuke chooses to wear green instead of blue, I guess
Just a
it's just 'cause he's
standout.
a
That's just a
rebel.
standout color
Well,
character type of thing.
he says in the dub that he looks better in green, but I don't know if he says that in the subtitles.
Who
I
knows? Who knows?
think the
But
dub just made things up.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But as obviously as a creator and stuff like that, you always want to have your main character have a different outfit than the norm characters type of thing. And they're just like, oh, we're just gonna give them a different uniform color. That's all.
Green and black do look great
Yes,
together.
they do. Yes, they do.
I remember maybe it was Suzaku who like put rings of energy like around Yusuke's arms and legs, and Yusuke was like, maybe you could give me green ones to match. And I started laughing. He's so fun. He's so sassy and like sarcastic and snarky. He's just a very fun character.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think eventually they're gonna have a remake of that soon. They're gonna do the Rabaha
We
and what
don't
have
need
you.
that.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
No, I don't.
Especially with anime getting so popular and stuff like that. Again, just start with movies and see if it draws up interest. If they just sit there and they did Yu Yu Hakusho, just a movie format, very high quality animation, and they did, just the start of it, don't even get to the tournament or stuff yet, just the start of it. And just before the tournament starts, and they get people to hooked in type of thing.
Well, I think they already did a live action version, and I don't know if it was well received or not.
Well, to be fair, I would say Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely more popular in the States than it was in Japan. Japan, it was popular at all, but not as good as it over here. Over here,
Probably
people really.
because of the time
Toonami.
that they released it over
Yeah.
here. It was I mean, it's all thanks to Toonami, really.
Yes.
So,
It's very they were, again, the promos they did really just hyped you up. They just really knew how to do it. They had a platform and they knew how to do it.
you probably already know this, but like the way they air things in Japan is so much different than the US. When an anime gets a rerun in Japan, that is very rare.
Yes, I know.
Whereas
They kind of like
Toonami
one and
was
done type of thing.
running it over and over again,
Yep.
so more people could see it.
Yep.
But Japan's not like that at all. Like Soul Eater got a rerun, and they even gave it to new openings and endings. But that was a very rare occurrence. So
Yeah, they did that for something else too. Something very popular.
I'm not sure.
I remember they were rerunning it just to do rerunning it kind of thing.
Soul Eater's the only one I remember getting that.
Yeah, but there was other ones. I forget what they were though. But yeah, because it was like a new version of it was coming out. So it was like, oh, we're showing the old version of the stuff too before that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
Okay, guess we'll pull up the next series.
Okay, throw it out. Go ahead, throw it in trash.
I'm getting rid of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you gotta grab it.
No, bloody hell.
Take item.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. Bloody wanker.
I pulled out another one. Whoops.
Oh, this stuff.
Silly me. We'll get rid of that. Don't worry.
Yeah, just item settings. Here, remove all items from seed. There you go.
Right. Okay, there we go. Okay, next one here. Let's see where is it? It's not it. No, I might have to put it from my folder into the wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I already brought it up once, but baby's first giant robot anime.
It's the Gundam.
Am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, move it. Oop, take item.
It was also the first anime theme song I heard after Sailor Moon, I think, because this is the one that got all of the fangirls talking. Yes. And we'd print out pictures of the pretty boys and we'd bring them to school and be like, look how pretty this boy is.
You would think, right? Okay. Again, most guys don't just sit there and just love a bunch of guys and other than it be Dragon Ball Z kind of thing. But it worked for Gundam. But we didn't really sit there and it's funny. Like most of us didn't really pick a favorite other than Hero. We mostly just liked the Gundams. If this is from a guy's perspective, girls, obviously you're going to pick your favorite. You know, you're going to pick your favorite, which mostly was Hero, most likely.
Right.
But I mean, like, it was more about, you didn't really care about who was piloting the Gundams. You were just like, oh man, Hellscythe looks awesome. Wing Zero looks awesome. Tall Geese, oh man. But we did like Zex. We did like, what's Zex, right?
Yeah.
We did like him. We did like him here. Yeah. And we were okay with a guy that was in charge too. That
the Birdman mask.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Trace?
Yeah, Trace, Kushanata, Trace, Kushanata.
Everyone's named after a number. I wonder why they did that. It's just one of those memorable things. Maybe they did it to make you remember the cast. Because no other Gundam series does that. I don't know if the other Gundam series even has a theme with the names.
I would say Gundam G did. That was
okay.
If you're gonna rank characters, Gundam G definitely had the most memorable Gundam, I would say, in terms of personalities and stuff. Hero just grabbed you because he was just I'll kill you.
Such an edgelord.
Yeah, bro, just literally like the girl's like, oh, we'll save the universe, and he's like, I'll kill you, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? That is not the reply that we're looking for here when she's sitting there. Oh, would you help me and stuff? He's like, I kill you.
Like, he wipes the tear off her cheek and says, I'll kill you.
I'll do a Maxwell's your favorite David Trigger. Yeah, like I was indifferent about the other pilots. I was mostly just like, I used to build the Gundams. I don't have the patience for it now. But I used to do a lot of the
most second popular.
It's so funny. I couldn't do it. I was going to sit there and say, oh, babe, I'm going to start collecting Gundams again and start building them again. And then when we got the 1 in 100 ones, I couldn't do it anymore. Like, and this is like now 2 years ago almost, but I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Why? I used to love building Gundam and I can't do it anymore. Like, I don't have the patience for it.
Oh, I can't say the same. I love to build models and things.
Yeah, no, girls mostly do. I noticed that. My wife loves to.
Cute things. I don't care that much about the robots.
Yeah, no, my wife will do, Pokemon build things, model, Lego things. She loves Legos,
Right.
But I don't have the patience for that anymore.
He was popular because he actually had a sense of humor where everybody else is walking around like a robot going, I'll kill you.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
Duo could at least make jokes.
Yeah.
He was the most human of the group, I think.
Then the guy in the brown-haired one, who was his name? The one that had
that's
heavy arms? Yeah, he was the most unmemorable out of them all. Like, I'm sorry, he just
kind of stands around combing his hair.
Yeah. Heavy arms, dude. But I used to have all the Gundams. They had that Gundam Hellscythe custom, Heavy Arms custom, Wing Zero custom, Tall Geese custom, Those are the ones I remember mostly building. I love the. I really need to make like a demon, or maybe have Rika's form literally just be like, maybe like Idol Rika's like final thing with the wings. Like I'll make it like the Hell Scythe wings or something. Because those wings were awesome building for the model kit. It was like the wings were huge. They were, even though it was a 1 in 100 model, like the wings on it were huge. And I used to just put it on top of my TV stand and have those all displayed and stuff. It was cool.
Right.
I missed them.
This is a very, very funny topic. But these are the kind of things my college friends would bring up. And I would be like, I never thought about it, but that's such a good question. Was, how in the world did Heroes Gundam that had a giant angel wings, the feathers would fall off, and my friend was like, how does a Gundam molt its wings?
They were real feathers. They were real feathers. They were real feathers. Well, it was a movie, so we kind of were like, "Wow, it's amazing."
Yes, go with it, but
yeah,
I was just like stunned by that question. I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess it does. That doesn't make sense at all, does it?"
Oh, I had Epion too. That's right. I'm thinking of all the way I had Epion too, because there was Tallgeese. There was Tallgeese, and then there was Epion. Then there's Tallgeese 3 from the movie with Wing Zero. That was the 2 new ones. It was Tallgeese 3 and Wing Zero Custom.
She would like bring up things like that. Another funny joke among otaku in the early 2000s was with Hellsing, like, how many times does Alucard's glasses break? How many pairs of glasses has he got?
Yes, he's always getting shot. The glasses get shot off.
Important questions, people.
Yes. Hey, he's in your he's in your family. You tell me.
I don't know.
You have the same last name, Ava. Hey, Shiva, welcome to the stream.
I've never had a conversation with him.
Yeah, he's a stepchild in the family, ain't you? Your dad with cardboard. He's the real Dracula.
The man's kind of scary. I mean, can you blame me? He's like the stuff of child's nightmares.
Why is the first thing I see is Gundam? You want my heart to attack? Yes, we are talking about Gundam, and I used to have all the model kits and stuff like that.
About Gundam.
When PJ gets older, though, I want to see if they still have those models. I want to, I want Epion. I want the Hell Scythe Custom, the Tallgeese 3, all those Wing Zero Custom. I want to see if they have all those in the 1 in 100 scale, and I want to like have PJ build them. So and then we'll put them on display.
When I'm going to Anime Boston in April, why don't you send me the one that you want the most, and I'll try to get it for you. If you send me PayPal,
I would say definitely Hell Scythe Custom if they have that. The ones with the big wings. That's already remember Hell Scythe Custom big wing one.
Right.
1 in 100s too. The 150s are too small. I think the 150 is too hard, but the 100s. I forget the one that we got. I thought it was 1 in 100, but it seemed really hard to me when Tiff had to build it. Then it fell apart.
No, I'm confused. What are these 100 numbers?
Okay, those are the scales and complexity of it. The 1 in 150 is like for kids, and it's smaller.
All right.
1 in 100 is a good size, like a good action figure size. Decent size.
Do they mean like 100 millimeters?
Maybe. It's. I always just took it. Yeah, it's like Mobile Suits Torture Shiva's existence.
With millimeters, so that's probably it.
Yeah, maybe. It's like scale, and
yeah.
And it also gets harder as you go. 1 in 150 is more parts and stuff like that, but bigger. And 1 in 200 is the same thing, But yeah, 1 in 150, it was always like a small one, and it was super easy to make. I remember like it took like 5 or 10 minutes to do. I loved doing those in high school, man. Like, I don't know, like, and PJ is following very much the similarities as he's growing up that I had parallel wise. So I'm sure he'll get into it if I show it to him, and he'll want to build that stuff. Did
you ever worry about losing the parts because they're so small?
Well, that was the thing. Once you put them together and built them, you usually put it on display, so it wouldn't be a problem.
No, I mean while you're building it,
Oh, no, no,
and
no,
you get
no.
interrupted, and you have to put things away. Like,
Usually when you're, in high school, nobody bothers you. Everybody kind of keeps you to yourself, kind of thing. Your parents usually let you. Parents are assuming you're always doing bad things when literally you're just building Gundam. But I used to just sit at the kitchen table and make them. Dad was in jail at the time anyway. Right. My mom was just going out most of the time, being bad for no reason. So it's like I had a lot of free time on my hands. It was usually I would get them after the football season, where I would be kind of inside anyway, and I would just be building.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, and my friends would either come over or they wouldn't, and we would shoot the shit, or I'd be like, oh no, I'm building a Gundam thing coming in the mail. I'm building Gundam, so you'll come today.
Ned.
I was the house to go to because I had the most entertainment stuff. I always made. I was kind of the first in the group to have a job, so I was kind of like, even though my parents took a lot of the money most of the time, sometimes I would keep it, or Dad would.
You were able to buy the models.
Yes, I would be able to buy. I'm like, no, I'm buying this. It's $30, and I'm buying it online. I was definitely one of the first people.
So you're still buying them online at that time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Still, I had web TV. That's what I mean. I can't I remember being in high school things, so I had online access way before my mind is trying to remember. But then when I think of it doesn't correlate. No, I was on internet way before than I thought I was. I was probably online, probably 95 or 1996.
eBay, or was there
there was websites. No, there was websites that literally were anime websites that were highly reputable. Right Stuff. Right Stuff was definitely.
I know Right Stuff.
Yeah, they were a lot of go-to things. That's basically maybe where I got most of them. That's only what I remember anyway. There was probably another one, but Right Stuff, I remember getting a lot of stuff, DVDs, models and stuff for sure. Is Right Stuff even around anymore?
Out to me. Yeah, I believe so. But one name that stands out to me is Anime Palace. They had
it sounds familiar.
Toys when they would go to conventions. And I remember them specifically because they always had advertisements in the Animerica magazine.
Okay, now brace yourself, Miss Chibi. You might want to just sit down, Miss Ava. Sit down.
What?
Right Stuff was bought by Crunchyroll.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard about that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it.
That's right. I remember now because
Right Stuff anime has moved to Crunchyroll. They bought them in 2023.
Yeah, and it was
which makes sense, I guess. There
was what was it? There was a lot of discourse about that because they were making them get rid of the more adult products, and people were very angry about that.
Got Mobile Fighter. I mean, they're not really charging that much for them either. They got the Gundam G. I would probably want to get the 2. I never built that one. They're charging 34 with Mega Fan discount, which I have. Let's see. Is it 1 of 100 too? Let's see. Because they should say. They just say the height. They don't say 1 of 100. What do they change the category now? Oh, no, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I think it says it on the box when you're at the cons and stuff, though. Pretty sure.
Right. I see them all the time at cons. So
yeah.
I can go looking for.
Well, that's why I wasn't looking at the con. I was just getting figures instead because I was like, I can't do it anymore. Tiff had to end up building it for me. She's like, are you going to do any of this? I'm like, I can't. I don't know why my brain isn't computing it. I used to be so good at this. What's wrong with me?
It's too tedious now.
I guess. I don't know. Like I said, the day goes by so fast and you sit there and you marginalize your time, and then you're doing this thing that takes. As a kid, when you're in high school and stuff, things went so slow still, and and when you're building it, it would probably take 1 or 2 hours, 3 hours tops, but it would take so long in your brain that it's like, oh, well, that's just fine. I'm having fun, But when you're an adult and, 3 hours is like you turn your head and the 3 hours goes by and then you look down and you're like, what the fuck did I even do?
It's just madness.
Did you say that
Vash joined the chat?
Did Vash join the chat? Shiva did.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Who did? Oh, Shiva did.
Shiva, yes, Shiva.
I want to see what Shiva's answer would be to the famous question. How is it that a Gundam can molt its feathers?
What? They said what I did? Yes, Shiva, answer the question of the questions, because I don't know.
Are the wings real? Are they bird feathers? Or is it just...
Or is
I
it
don't know.
CGI?
Are they-
Is it AI or CGI?
If it's a hologram, that would make much more sense.
Yes. I like to think if you're just going to sit there and try to make an anime rule out of it, the feathers are actually deadly weapons that come down and they float down and go into your eyeballs and you die. Like, oh, pretty for that.
That was one power I wrote a character to have, where his wings, whenever the feathers would like molt off his wings, they turn into swords and he could use those. Tell me that's not badass.
Yes.
Alright. I can't really think of any more things to say about Gundam Wing, but I do remember reading the fanfic, the Gundam Wing boys go to Walmart for one of the streets.
Wow.
That was fun.
Well, they have
Yeah, you remember? Please, you remember that.
what again? I was looking at
I
this.
was reading the Gundam Wing fanfic out loud for one of the streams on Monday nights.
Yeah.
Yes, I read it out loud for.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes. All right.
They have one that's worth $100. It's on sale. It was $219. It's $197 for the normal Wing Zero. Technically, I am not. The normal Wing Zero is fine, but I'm really more of a fan of the Wing Zero custom model. I think that's so pretty with the feathers and stuff like that.
I don't know the difference. You'll have to show me later.
Oh, it doesn't have wings at all. It's just it kind of.
F that.
Yeah, it kind of like
wings.
It's kind of just like they call. Why did it have like? Okay, it had wings, but they were metal wings. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when it stretched it out, it kind of just when it had the shield and the gun out, right, and then there would just be an extension of metal things that kind of point out. Even though all the Gundams flew anyway, they had the jetpacks and stuff. That's what it was. But the Wing Zero Custom has feathers in it. Big. That's a wing,
Right. So we have a Gundam with angel feather wings. We should have a Gundam with demon wings, like the wings on
that's the Hell Scythe.
On my headdress here.
No, that's the Hell Scythe. The Hell Scythe has those.
Oh, does it?
Yes, but it's more. It doesn't have purple in it though. It's just black Death Scythe, but big, huge wings, like much bigger than the model wings, kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's why that's my favorite out of them because the wings were ginormous compared to the model itself.
Okay, so they already did that.
Yes.
Maybe we need a Gundam with butterfly wings next.
Do they have? I don't think they have a butterfly Gundam.
But they're not gonna do that. It's too silly.
Yeah, I think they came close with Gundam G when the girl fighter Gundam had one. I forget she had something sprout from the back of her or something like that.
Really?
Yes,
I don't remember that. But
that was definitely out of the norm. The Gundam G, it was definitely crazy because it was literally like they were in battle suits, but they were like standing inside them, and it like kind of like every movement they made inside that was a Gundam thing. They weren't like just sitting there behind it, just piloting it. They were standing in like this thing that did every move of their body. Yeah, definitely
it on Toonami as well. I just never saw much of it.
No, that was the next. It didn't like. Okay, it got popular and people loved it. It just didn't like hit as Gundam Wing did. So things, but it was like I would say second. For sure. Like, if you were going to sit there and say, oh, what Gundam series really hit into the Americas? It was Gundam Wing and G Gundam, for sure. There was nothing else really that banged. They tried Seed, but there was like, Yeah.
Maybe if they made a promo using Optimus Prime's actor to promote it, they would have done better.
The only moment I consider legit to see Gundam doing a backflip.
Freaking Prime.
Yes.
The Gundam Wing promo. Toonami. That's very badass.
I always remember
dedication there.
I always remember the thing too, the promo thing. Enemy attack! Enemy attack! That's a mobile suit.
For old time's sake.
And then we should. I just find it funny that
we did that Friday. Don't you remember?
We what? Well, yeah, I'm talking about the whole Gundam Wing series in general. We should just throw back on it
Oh
too.
yeah, no, I need to rewatch it too, and I
Yeah,
will
it's
totally
been
laugh
forever.
at the unintentionally funny
I'll
parts.
kill you.
I'll kill you.
By the way, we have to
Okay.
look at the chronological order for Slayers to see where we're starting first. I'm pretty sure it's going to be probably like one of the Slayer
I'll check my
OVAs.
anime list. They'll know for sure.
You sure? I don't know.
For sure.
There's a special
Yes, they
order.
will. Okay. Um. All right. So let me get that out of here first. Get the image out. Get it out. Get it out. The hell? Oh, okay. No. Remove.
Yeah, see, like people will write things and this is wrong. This is not true at all. The order they take place is, yes, this is correct. Excellent.
What?
So we have to watch Slayer's Excellent first. And then Book of
alright.
Spells.
Are you sure?
Yes. I will get it, the Game Fact one because that's the one that had really, let's see if it comes up. Game Facts. Yeah, that person that listed that, I still see that to this day. Where's the, I'll copy and paste it and send it to you.
Alright.
Order of Slayer's anime series and manga. No, that person. Why'd that take over for the other one? The person put that. That's not it at all.
I'm just laughing.
There it
because
is,
I
there
remember
it is.
reading some of the Slayers manga, and Gory, he says to one of the characters, I don't remember what the context was, but it was like an old man, and Gory was asking, "Oh, did you close the store because it's, that time?" And then Lena just loses her shit. And she starts beating him, screaming, "Is that all you can say?" It's so very funny. She's got the funniest look on her face.
Yes. But yeah, it's Slayer's Excellent, and then it's Slayer's the motion picture, and then it's Slayer's the Book of Spells, then Slayer's Return. Now we're going into so Slayer's Excellent we'll be watching first. That's where Naga and Lena first meet. Then Slayer's the motion picture, then Slayer's Special, aka Book of Spells, then Slayer's Return, Slayer's Great, Slayer's Gorgeous. Then we've already watched Slayer's Next, Slayer's Try. Then we go to Slayer's Premium, which is the last Slayer's movie. Then Slayer's Revolution and Evolution R. So
Here's one that I don't think you watched, but it's sometimes it has a crossover with Slayers, which, because it is similar, it's just that the main character is a man. Is this one?
Oh no, I did not see that. I've seen the picture of it.
Orphan, all right.
No, did not watch Orphan, but I have seen that picture around.
Yes. So Orphan is like the main inspiration for Chibi's first original male character, because she was like,
really?
It's really hot. I want to make a character like that. So what? I mean, he's certainly not as edgy. It's just mostly the looks, but she loves the headband and the fingerless gloves and the jacket. She absolutely loved that. Watch this around. I believe it was when anime was on demand, for that short time period when they were advertising Anime Network, and they put ADVision's dub of Orphan on there, and it was just so incredibly entertaining. I'm trying to remember the plot.
We should definitely dedicate like the history of anime coming here, us learning along the way too, literally start to finish type of things. How I remember Anime Network, and literally like they had a channel for it and stuff like that. On demand for it, when you first be able to order through cable, crazy.
Right. So the man who voices Orphan in the dub, the dub was much more. It gave the characters more personality than the sub did, like with Yu Hakusho, because it was ADVision, and ADVision liked to be funny.
Yeah.
So David Matranga voices Orphan. He's also the man who voices Todoroki in My Hero Academia
Hmm.
and several of the characters. So he's still getting voice work. But I loved how badass his voice sounded. Um, it was just a fun show. Now, the first show they did was more serious than the sequel. There was Orphan, and then there was Orphan Revenge. And Orphan Revenge was just all goofy Slayers type of shenanigans, and like the characters were just so silly, and it was very funny. Like
Oh.
there's I think it was the first episode of Revenge where Cleo, the blonde behind Orphan, there is looking for the best hot springs,
Mm.
and there's a scene where there's people in the way, and she's like, "There's the hot spring," and then Orphan starts screaming, "My friend needs a bath," and he like blasts everyone out of his way. It's it's a silly show, but it's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. The first series deals with like his teacher being turned into a dragon, and like it puts her life in danger, I think, because people are trying to kill the dragon or something like that. But
Mhm.
Orphan also really suffered from low budget scenes, and it was one of those ones. It's so disappointing because uh the animation studio that did the first series was, oh, I can't remember. Was it the Dean or JC staff? One of the ones that doesn't have a lot of money, right?
Right.
But they got Madhouse to do the opening song. So it
Whoa.
looked really good. And then once you got to the show, you go, what happened to all that quality?
That's
You
funny.
go, you got hosed. You got
Yes, hosed.
completely duped. And that's not fair.
Yeah.
But that's what they did.
That's crazy.
And then
Well, like I
many,
said,
many years went
especially
by.
people used to just
Many,
pick
many years went
anime
by.
by openings, you know?
Yeah, and they brought it back, but it's not. I don't think it's even. I don't know if they decided to dub it or not. But like, if David Matranga doesn't voice Orphan again, then I don't want any part of it, because that's the only way I could enjoy it. Because I tried to watch the sub, and it's not that entertaining. But the series itself is actually based on a novel, like Slayers was as
Okay.
well.
By
And
the way, we'll cut off at 3:30. So we have
all
time
right,
to record the thing, and I don't want to miss Baby Boy's bus thing at
all
3:50.
right.
So
What time is it now?
3:07.
All right.
It'll go 2 times still.
Yeah, but
But we've already been live for an hour, which is crazy. I know. Talk about anime, just it flies by.
Yeah, they very much did their own thing with the novel. The novel was like barely 2 volumes, and they said we will animate this. And I don't think they stick very close to the original story. But I did read the first volume of the manga, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I
Yeah.
can probably still enjoy the series that way if they don't dub it the way I want them to dub it. So.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I figured you hadn't seen it, but
Nope.
they've even done crossovers with Slayers and Orphan. I need to
Oh
do
yeah.
research on where I can find that.
Oh.
I don't know if it was manga or like an OVA.
So they're
or something
saying it
like
was like the same world, or
that. I don't remember. I imagine so, because it's very similar. Like it's it's Dungeons and Dragons basically with silly shenanigans. So yeah. Yeah, I'll look into that. I think it was probably just a manga, but I don't know
Okay.
precisely. All right. Let's see if there's anything else I can talk about that won't take up as much time. Going to be a challenge. All right. Oh, yes, I know just the one. I know just the one. Speaking of anime on demand. Where'd I put it? No, I
By the way,
just
Miss
saw it.
Ava,
There it is. There it is.
you might have to do
There
next
it
week
is.
because Idol Rika's not ready yet, and we still haven't even worked on the Rika, so you might have to do next week too.
Oh, that's fine.
I
There,
don't-
that one.
Since we are doing the 2.1s and the 2.0s, technically Rika, that is a 2.0. You were a 2.0. Chibi was a 2.1, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring back other characters like Idol Rika, which will be a 2.1 as well, but I don't want to bring them back, and it's going to be their old versions of the model.
Right. So how about this one then?
No, did not see that either.
You did not see Chrono Crusade.
Nope. You think I
I thought
would?
for sure you
Wait.
did.
Oh, wait. No, I had to see this. Wow,
Yeah,
the picture threw me off. The picture. I remember the girl. Yeah, I had to see.
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah,
other
I
characters are not ringing a bell? I only remember
have
the
that
girl.
Poster. I have that poster in my room signed by Greg Aries.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Why do I only remember the girl? I don't remember any of the other characters.
You don't?
Only her.
Are you talking about Rosette?
Yeah, the blondie.
Right, that's Rosette.
Yeah, I remember her with the guns and
This anime really broke my heart.
yeah.
It's I don't think I can watch the ending of it again. Yeah. But it's
Man, I got through a trade too.
there's something very special about it that it just sticks out in my mind so much when I think about 2000s anime.
Because we used to
The openings and endings are very nice.
We used to have a list of anime, and we would list them on the message boards. And I'd be like, I have this, and this, and my list would get longer and longer. And then somebody would reply and say, oh, I have this, and this too, but I don't have this, and that. I'd be like, okay, and what do you have? And they'd be like, I have this one, this one, this one. And some of them I wouldn't get to. I would literally be like, it would be like, oh, yeah, you didn't get to that.
Right. Again, supernatural creatures. No vampires. They're just demons. In fact, I think they're all demons. It was only demons, maybe. Yeah.
Am I missing any creatures besides a werewolf in Chaotic Kelvin? I think I touched on all the creatures.
Do you have a Wendigo?
What the fuck is a Wendigo?
Star's a Wendigo and everybody loves him, alright? So
what's a Wendigo?
Alistair.
Alistair's a Wendigo. He's a deer?
He is. He's supposed to be, yeah.
A deer. No, I do not have a deer.
I think it's kind of like a thing they don't want to say out loud because there's a certain group of people who would get really angry, but
yeah, I was looking at the list and she did take a lot of demons from hell, like Alistair's in that list and stuff like that.
Yes, she did. But yeah, he's a Wendigo. She doesn't say it out loud because the culture is like, you cannot use Wendigo ever, that's ours. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, the monsters though that are going to be on the list, even though, you know, this is kind of like a little thing, but for Chaotic Kelvin it is Asmodeus, Leviathan, Bonapet, Astroth, Beelzebub, Belial, and Lilith, obviously. Belial.
Blah, 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 blah.
And Lilith, obviously. She's already been introduced.
Right.
Those are going to be the ones that certain characters go up against. I'm not going to say who because that's too much of a spoiler. But yeah, Rika takes out obviously the biggest guy. But they are very much going to be in the Yu Yu Hakusho tournament type of thing. It's not going to be a tournament, but it's not going to be all the characters and Rika's just sitting there just dominating everybody and stuff. She's just going to be sitting there like the Dragon Ball Z characters and just with their arms folded as the other ones are, you know, other ones fight that character and the other one shows up and things, you know.
Sure.
We're not just going to have Rika steamroll everybody. And she's literally going to point that out. She's like, I can steamroll all of you, but for in terms of story context, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
This would be a very short arc if I just killed everybody. And everybody's like, yeah.
So, this show here it was another one that was animated by Gonzo.
Uh-huh.
And Gonzo could make things look very nice when they wanted to.
Yeah.
And then when they didn't care, the things did not look as nice. Like episodes didn't look as nice
Mhm.
as other ones. But a lot of the Chrono Crusade fans who love the manga really don't like the anime at all. It's like, well, what else is new? Because they did that whole go in the opposite direction thing, I guess. And I
Yeah.
guess a few characters were quite, what's the word? I want to use flanderized in case you don't know what that means. It basically means they're not as well written in the show as they are in the manga. And that happened quite a lot with 2000s and 90s anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, it's just that back. Yeah, you got to really think about it. Back in those times, they didn't wait for things to finish or nothing like that. They just literally
No.
like, oh, this looks good. Okay, let's go. And just like adapt it, and the manga was like,
glad that's changed these days.
yeah,
that
I mean,
couldn't have been a more wise decision. Like, I guess I'd rather have the anime just stop at a point, and it's like, well, you can just read the light novel or the well, everything has a manga now, so you can just read the
yeah,
manga. Instead of having a really terrible ending that sours your whole feeling about
yeah.
that show.
That's why we had so many open-ended things because the series never was done. So
Exactly, but I think I do prefer it that way.
Ruby said
As opposed
was.
to a second season that's going to ruin everything. So
Kirby says they're watching My Hero Academia. It's absolute fire, absolute cinema. I
still haven't watched season 6 yet, but
I don't even remember what season I'm on.
So bad.
Yeah, I don't even remember what season I'm on. I think I left off of them saving the little girl thingy. That was the last thing I saw.
Season 4.
Jeez, see how behind I am then? Yeah.
That's my favorite season so far because I thought it was.
No, it was fine. It's just
like there was a state of urgency there that you didn't really feel it in the other seasons, and I thought it was really well directed. And then you get to the school festival bullshit.
Oh no, I saw the school festival too. Maybe that's what made me lose my interest in school festival stuff. That's what I saw.
I don't blame you. That it's frightfully dull.
frightfully dull. But
season 5 is like.
Oh, you watch for Himiko Toga? Oh, yeah. Keep watching it for her, sure.
She's a cool character.
She's a cool character, but I'm not saying nothing. That's it.
Yeah. But
I know it happens. I've seen the spoilers online. Like I get you could not
know what happens.
Yes, I know what happens. But for the series in general, I know. Like I said, though, a lot of the punch for me for the series itself, when All Might lost his well, okay, I can't even say that if he's just he's on season 4, so he knows. When All Might lost his powers,
all right,
that kind of took a lot of the punch out for me. I don't know. That to me seemed like you really, really should have dragged out his fight with what was the guy that he, fought him? He was one for all. What was the other guy? He was one for all.
All for one.
All for one, whatever. Yeah, all for one, I think, right?
Yeah,
when he fought him, that to me seemed like something you should have threw in towards the end of the series. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I think his power should have just kept getting weaker as it was going along, type of thing. And he's just like, okay, I can't fight crime I'm going to stop doing it before it kills me. But then towards the end of the series, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to give everything I have left and all my powers left, like he did against All for One kind of thing, And they did that in season 3?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but
yeah, that sounds right.
Like to me, that was more of a climactic thing to do. You shouldn't have done it yet. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt.
Yes, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, that was the mentor literally saying, and he literally said, "Hey, you're next. You guys next," type of thing. That to me would have set up to where at least, okay, if you wanted to sit there and say, well, we had to, have it to second to last season then, and then establish all the other characters and, this is the next generation. To me, it just felt too early to do that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Oh, Kruby said your British accent is so good. That's because Chibi is
Oh, thank
actually
you.
British. Chibi is actually
That means
British.
a lot because some people are like, "It sucks," and I'm like,
Who said
"I'm not
that?
doing
I
it
will
for you."
beat them. I will fucking beat them. Who said that? I will beat them up. I will beat them
I
up.
don't remember. It was a long time ago. Maybe it was
Oh,
my dad.
Oh, your dad. Well,
No, you can't beat up my dad.
I can't beat up your dad. You'll be sad. Join vacuums suck, though. Well, yeah, vacuums do suck. That's what they do. I mean, without the vacuums not sucking, then the vacuums would have no point. They would even not even be vacuums. I got a text. Warsheen texts. Chrono Crusade has some good memories to remember, though. David Trigger said, "Yeah, I don't remember much of it at all. That was definitely a one watch.
I remember the heartwarming and romantic and most sad scenes, because of course that's what I remember. But yeah, it had a lot of good comedy too.
Yeah,
it did.
There's certain animes that stuck with me, and like that was during the same time. Outlaw Star just completely like stayed with me forever.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that one too.
Yeah,
next time. I want
to
ask David Trigger something. Okay, David Trigger, have you seen The Sound of Music?
See what they say.
Did you say yeah?
No, you don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You parachute to go skydiving twice. You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving twice.
Well, if you haven't seen, seen
David Trigger said I would say yes for seeing The Sound of Music.
I always thought it would be it would make a very funny AMV if you put "How do you solve a problem like Maria" to Chrono Crusade and make it about Rosette. That would be hilarious.
Hilarious.
She's the problem child with the nuns. She doesn't act the way she's supposed to. It's just perfect. Yes.
That would be completely funny, David Trigger said. Yeah, and Kruby said, so. "I'll never forget my father's last word before he died. Are you sure you fixed the brakes?"
Oh no.
Aha, you look at it through like a dad joke book kind of thing. Also, my grandfather used my generation relies too much on the latest. He called them a hypocrite and unplugged his life for it. Okay, that's pretty good.
No.
That's pretty good. Yeah, we got 9 minutes left, everybody. 9 minutes.
All my dad talks about is cardboard. I don't understand.
Cardboard, yes.
His weird language. No.
Blah, cardboard, blah.
Cardboard. All he does is go cardboard, blah, blah, blah.
Cardboard.
Like, what are you saying?
Cardboard, blah.
Please talk about something else.
Where is my cardboard? You took it away from me again. You can't throw it in the trash. You have to recycle it. Blah.
I think working at Targa destroyed his brain.
Yes, it very much did. Very much did. I wasted my youth there. I truly did. I wasted all my 20s, my best 20s, and my 30s there. And then by the time I got to close to 40, I think, I forget how fucking long it's already been already.
Good lord, man. How many years did you work there?
Total? Yeah. Okay, total maybe 25 years, maybe? I don't know.
Bloody hell! What?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the lore of chaos and thing. I started in first job I ever had, like on the books, mind you, not the stupid side jobs, painting and stuff with my uncles, lawn mowing, blah blah blah. Talking about actually on the books was McDonald's. Okay. That was when I was 14 and 15.
The typical first job, yeah.
Yeah, I did it till I was about 16. It was a grill manager, but I didn't have the patience for the people there. They were too slow, and I ended up doing everybody's job but the register most of the time. I would do everything but the register, even though I knew how to do the register. I didn't do I did all the back. I would do the drive-through. I would do every friggin' thing because everybody was just too slow for me. I was very energetic when I was young. Then my past self would be laughing at myself. I was like, bro, I'm running around you, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro. I would even say, bro. I would be like, what the hell are you doing? You're too slow.
Bruh.
Too slow. Bruh, you're too slow. Then I worked at Home Depot. I was pushing carts and help loading trucks and stuff, and that was literally the job. Besides cleaning toilets and stuff like that, I was like, you guys really just kind of stretch this job out.
Toilet cleaner job.
Yes, toilet. Correct. I was also for
gross fat demon.
Yes. I had that was also from because we had a couple guys like that. I also did a Board of Education job. It was a summer job, okay, because I literally had 3 jobs at the one point. I had my McDonald's job, I had my Board of Education job that I was staying at my aunt's at the time and up in Basking Ridge, and she would take me to the school, and I was doing summer work there for 8 hours, and then I would go to my McDonald's job, and then when I had football practice, I would go to football practice too. So it'd be literally it would be my summer job, then football practice, then McDonald's. And I would be done at about 10 a.m., 10 at night, I mean.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Yeah. I was in my best shape of my life because I was literally working myself. You couldn't work to death. You were only 17 at the time. But yeah, I was my peak me, where I was very slender, muscular, and tanned, was 17 years old. That was peak me. That was when I could run a mile in less than 5 minutes and everything like that. I was in peak shape.
You're popular with the ladies then.
I was, but I kind of just, dealt with you normally kind of thing. Because I was, again, the anime, I was the enigma. I was the geek. I was the anime geek.
What do you mean? You watch anime and you're an athlete?
Yes, I was the anime jock thing. So
muscular.
Yes,
anime nerds are supposed to be like geeks that can't move, but they're really fat or really thick. Yeah,
I had jock friends and I had geek friends, and during the football season, I would sit with the jocks and sometimes with the geeks. But after the football season was done, I sat with the geeks at lunchtime only. You know,
right?
Because and everybody kind of
because men don't shun other men.
No.
Who they're friends with. That is a woman thing.
Yes. Well, I was at them jock. That's why I didn't stay at the jock table past that, because it was even more gossip column, because the cheerleaders would be sitting with us too. And this girl does this girl does that. She does this and she fucks that. And you couldn't.
Insufferable.
Yes, they were so trivial and things you did. And when you went out with it, like, okay, as a jock, you went out with the cheerleaders, they would just look at you and be like, and when you did the things with them, they'd be talking with you during it. And you're like, yeah, this is horrible. Like, this is my first experience having sex, and it's with a girl that's literally like fucking completely fucking out of her fucking mind, and just literally, they're like, well, you're a teenager, things are wild, but and I would get invited to parties a lot, and I didn't go. I didn't like them. And when I had, basically, when they dragged me because we won a game or something like that, which was rare for my team because we sucked. Okay, I was an all fucking state, and I played good and stuff. I had a lot of tackles.
Played well.
Yes,
you played well, Chaos.
Okay. Well, at the award show, they said I played good. Okay, the coaches said good. Okay, so I'm just quoting them now.
Where did he learn English? Green
Coaches are stupid. Okay, I'm looking back on it. My coaches were retarded. Okay, dumb shit. I gotta fucking did what they did. Shit, they didn't do nothing. Completely dumb people.
What was I gonna say?
But yeah. Anyway, so did the work thing, and then I did Home Depot for like maybe about a year and a half, maybe. That was kind of a stable job because it was like it was still like high school, but it was post high school almost. But yeah, I was the only job I was ever fired from, because they're like, oh, you're not doing enough. Like, you don't give me enough to do. Everything you tell me to do, I do in the first hour. They're like, you're supposed to stretch that out to 8 hours. I said, that's your fucking problem. I can't stretch out this fucking little rinky dink work you give me to do. Well, you get up the carts up too quick. I was like, you see how I push the carts, right? I literally push 150 carts. Again, I would make challenges for myself because I would get bored at my jobs, because
Sure,
I was the hard worker for no reason. In gym class, I was always the best at everything until senior year. I was like, wait, I'm not getting paid for this. Why am I trying so hard?
Maybe you just put a lot of pride into your work.
I guess. I don't know. But at
There's
some point,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, by
because-
senior year, though, I hit my lazy point a little bit to where I got a little bit.
Senioritis.
Yes,
Like,
I was
nothing
just like,
matters.
what am I
Who
gonna
cares?
do? Am I just gonna work or go to college?
Yes.
And I just decided on working, which still wasn't the wrong move to make. But if it was now and I was in the same
College is
situation,
overrated. It's
no,
so
but
overrated.
there's a
You
difference.
can get a degree and still end up working at
Yeah.
Staples.
But there's a
Yes.
difference now. I would get paid to go to college because I would have been an athlete, and they pay athletes now. This just started, 3-4 years ago. So
Really?
yes.
Oh, bloody
so
hell.
I would have definitely went to college football, and I would fucking got
Oh my
paid.
goodness.
They pay these kids a
Yeah.
lot now. They're paying them as much as NFL players. So it's just like,
I had no idea.
yeah, I was like, oh wow. If I had that option, I definitely would have done that. So that's something PJ will have set up for him later on. He has my blood, and he will be probably an athlete one way or another. Just it's built into him, built into our family line,
Mm.
But anyway, after that, okay, hey, Iron Waffle's here. Hey, Waffle, you pretended like we don't
Waffle,
exist
why
no
did
more.
you come at the end of the street? We have
Yeah.
to end now. It's 3:30.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, we can go down 5 minutes. But anyway, we're getting to Target now because after Home Depot fired me, again, the only job that ever fired me, I legit said, well, you got to give me a reason why. Is it cutbacks or whatever? Iron Waffle left already. See, Iron Waffle being very antisocial. Yell at him.
I yelled at him.
Yeah.
But, why bother showing up now?
Yeah, if we do it, you gotta be doing the giantess stuff, Aga. You gotta eat everybody. You can't just be talking.
Why would you not come to the stream until now? You bloody wanker! I can't wait
Clip
to
that.
watch this.
I'm gonna clip that. 1:30. I'll remember that. I'll clip that. That's a clippable thing right there. But just redeem hydrate. David Trigger said, "Okay, I will hydrate."
Oh, I left my blood downstairs.
But anyway, I worked for Target. I did price change after that because Target was right next door to Home Depot. So I was like, fuck you guys. I'll just get another job real quick. I don't sweat it, It was the late 90s, and that's how it was. You could literally get one job right after another. It was never like all this bullshit these poor kids go through now, It's literally like you go to the thing, you get interviewed. I got interviewed that day, got the job that day, and it was working the next week. Did price change for about 3 or 4 years. Then I was transferred to another.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at bloody.
Yes, bloody thing. Then I went to another Target. I worked for that one for about 2 years. Then I left it and worked with my dad for plumbing. For about 2 years, I was the shopkeep for stuff for the plumbing company. And then my
been fun.
yes,
Yeah.
that was being fun. Those are still very good memories. But my dad, being my dad, they always figure out some way to be dumb with things. I won't go into detail with that, but they screwed it up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was still there though, and I had to listen to my to my boss complain about my dad 95% of the time because they were like brothers, and dad kind of betrayed him per se, and so I had to listen to him bitch until I finally got tired of hearing him bitching about my dad all nonstop all the time. So I was like, bro, I can't hear this all the time, man. Like, I'm done, That was about a year later from that. Then I went back to Target after that. I worked for them for, by then we moved down to Edison, where we currently are after I was in New Brunswick for a little while, doing my side hustle stuff. Before that, for about a year or
Okay,
so.
so it was off and on.
Yeah, off and
I
on,
think
but
everybody has a job like that.
yes,
where
but then
It's like the safety net. They can go back
but
to it if they can't find another
but
one.
then 2006, from 2006 on until with COVID, I was at Target for that, unloading trucks. Unloading trucks and doing that thing, and that's what I did for most of the thing until I went full blown content creation. That is the story of the chaos kind of thing. Now I've abridged it, but that's what I did. In between, we met you, and like, but I was still at Target when we met you and stuff like that. I was just working normal. Yeah,
I see.
I was just putting in PTO at the time and taking off, and Tiff was at geez, when I met Tiff, she had a kind of a stupid job. She would be selling. First, she worked at Walgreens and CVS. I worked at Walgreens in between that too, but that was kind of like overnight thing and for a year or something like that too. You forget things after years go by. But what you call Tiff did. She worked at CVS. Then when I met her, she was doing a job where she was selling solar power, going door to door to people. So
goodness, I just got a text from my friend. He goes, so grandma called. She seems to really want me to travel, but so she can't go on longer trips, but she really wants me to go see the world. You've got some money. You want to come to Dubai? I can get affordable deals. Or Thailand, or Japan, or Nepal, or France, or wherever. What? Are you bloody kidding me? You want me to make this decision right now? Really?
Well, Japan, Dubai, no, India. Do not go any of those.
I don't know. Dubai has the world's deepest swimming pool.
No, everybody I know that goes to India says I will never go to India again.
I think Dubai is not very much like the rest of India.
I hope not. But I don't know. I've heard everybody I know.
Video of the swimming pool. It's like it's an indoor swimming pool that's like an entire hotel. It's absolutely brilliant.
I guess if you stay there, but do not go on the streets and stuff there.
Of course not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I just heard bad things about India. The other ones I don't really know about too much, but India I heard very bad things.
Everybody has.
Yeah.
Everybody watch JoJo. That you don't want to go to.
Yeah,
India.
David Trigger said Waffle, you traitor. Yeah, Waffle being antisocial right now. Something wrong with Waffle. I don't know if he got sick.
He's a bloody wanker.
Wanker. I don't know if he got sick and he's just in bad health and he doesn't want to he's being weird about. I don't know. People get weird sometimes. I don't know.
They do.
The social networks of people.
Should we end this now?
Yeah, we'll end it now. Okay, everybody. The podcast was fun and you had good energy. We're gonna shoot the weekly episode thing now before Baby Boy's bus comes and stuff like that. So let me get rid of this thingy. But make sure you tune in tonight for Trina. She's gonna be streaming at 8 p.m. tonight. And then Wednesday, I will be streaming in the morning, just doing my normal daily stuff, talking with you guys, and just doing for the overseas people. I'll try draw in different overseas fans and just dragging people over to the fan base. That's what I do those streams for. And Thursday, Savvy and Trina are doing a collab stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I see.
And Friday, I'll be streaming again in the morning. And then we'll watch the watch party. Yep, watch party. And then the manga chapter release. And then Sunday, is Sunday the 1st? Which day is the 1st? Sunday or Monday?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's when the animation's going to air.
Okay. The 1st would be...
Sunday. Sunday.
Yes, the 1st is Sunday.
Jesus, motherfucking flew by. Wow, damn.
It did.
Oh, God.
And then next month will be even shorter.
Yes, the 28th. I don't think we're in a leap year this year.
I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell? No leap year. All right, but everybody, we'll see you later. We got to record the thingy now for my son's bus comes. Right. Take care, everybody. Okay. Bye-bye. 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 Let me do the start. Make sure the starting and see you next time. Boop. Okay. I got to change that definitely for us, too. All right, that's off. I didn't even forgot to turn the